what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? You're tuning in to the One Mic Music Network, live for you and yours and everybody and theirs. And this is a special show by West Coast Heavies. You're tuning in with the one and only NFA JayShawn, your girlfriend's favorite rapper. Also, you're tuning in with my co-host Jay Adams of West Coast Heavies, your girlfriend's second favorite guy in the world. So this is what I gotta say. A lot's been going on.
No
Again,
doubt.
it doesn't stop. So today we're gonna talk about what Mr. Musk has been doing. Now, a lot of people, especially the progressive and the left, they don't like Elon Musk because he's been doing Nazi salutes in Germany. They don't like Elon Musk because Elon Musk has been siding with President Trump for a while. They don't like him because he talks a lot of junk. He's always on the news. He's always smoking bud
Mhm.
on podcasts. Um, he's creating crazy inventions like to
Mhm.
read people's minds.
Right.
Um,
Mhm.
this is somebody who's literally changed the world. Okay, so
Mhm.
I don't think God makes mistakes. I think everybody has a reason. Everybody has a purpose. And I think Mr. Musk's purpose is obvious and evident of what's going on. But my man's has been doing something called Doge. And for those people who don't understand what Doge is, no, Doge is not like the Doge coin. Um, it
Right.
has
Right.
it doesn't have nothing to do with the Doge coin. Um, it has nothing to do with that. So just want everybody to know this Doge is because they're going through every department and seeing that the how much money that the government is spending. So just so that everybody knows, they're trying to clean up, the government spending and they're trying to like get rid of excess waste that the government is doing. So right now Elon Musk has been going through, you know and just so that everybody knows, my man's found 4.7 mil bill 4 no, no, 4.7 trillion dollars, and
A lot of
almost
money.
impossible to trace this money. So,
Wow.
you
A lot
know,
of money.
why does this matter? All right. So, just so that people know, Doge means the Department of Government Efficiency. And it's said that the Treasury Department did not enforce a tracking code, making it almost impossible to trace the 4.7 trillion in federal payments. And they've been finding that this money's been going to a lot of weird stuff. A lot of weird stuff. So, like,
Wow.
example, just so that people know, okay,
Mhm.
that we have some weird underground facility since World War II. And this underground facility is spending $100 million per year to act to be active. And they're storing paperwork of people's retirements. That's what they're putting in an underground base. Paperwork. $100 million to store paper. So it's
Wow.
just dumb things like this. Like,
Mhm.
we got people out here, applying for grants. We got people out here applying for loans. We got companies out here applying for all of these different things that the government says they provide, and they always get denied. But $4.7 trillion just goes missing.
Right. Right. Hmm.
To me, it's crazy. Like you could get one typo wrong on your grant paperwork. One typo. Like let's just say you spelled man wrong. That's it. You get denied.
Right.
But yet 4.7 trillion just goes completely missing. That's crazy to me. To me, I've never
Yeah.
heard of nothing like that. But so far, the Doge organization said on its website that it has already saved $55 billion for the American people so far. So now we can put that back into infrastructure. Because have you seen our streets? I don't know how it looks in LA, but in New York, the streets is busted, broken, cracked up. I don't know how it is over there, but over
Yeah,
here
it's bad.
it's bad. You got potholes the size of craters.
It's bad over here. Yes, the infrastructure is tore up out here too, man. Yeah, it's horrible. Yeah.
So my point is this, okay? And I don't mean to like get off topic, but if you know that the street
Hmm.
keeps breaking up, why you gonna keep using the same materials?
Right. Yeah, I've asked myself that a long time, man. You would think that somebody in the engineering department would figure something out that this asphalt is not holding together any longer. You know,
No,
you
hell
would
no.
think after all these many years, engineering has come so far, we would figure that out. But we have not figured out the pothole problem. We have not figured out how to fix these streets. Just that small part right there. So very
And you
true.
know
The
what's
streets out
weird
here
to
are very
me
torn
too?
up. What's that?
All right. So I be hearing a lot of the Democrats talking. I hear a lot of the Republicans talking. It just seems like it's white versus black a lot right now instead of Republican versus Democrat. It just seems like it's a lot of white versus black right now. And what I've noticed is that okay, we vote Democrats, right? They steal
Hmm.
$4.7 trillion from us. But then we vote for Trump, who acts as a dictator. Like, I mean, he really does act like that, but he's doing way better than any Democratic or Republican president that we've ever had in the modern age.
But what do you use to justify that though? He's only been in office a month. You can't.
That's what
I
I'm
mean,
saying. One
what
month,
analytics? I mean,
1 month, he did more in 1 month than Obama did in
how,
8 years.
bro, you don't have no analytics. I mean, how do
I
you
do.
say
I
that?
mean, you can
You know
see it.
how?
You can
How?
see it every day. There's new things happening.
Where are you
Every
getting
day.
your
I
see?
don't
See,
remember
that's the
too much like that with Obama. I remember Obama bailing out Wall Street.
yeah, but it's like where are you getting your news? See, the problem that I have with society, period, today, and this was 1994, 95 when I was in college, right? It's all about the media, right? So back then we didn't even have the internet. So when I look fast forward to the internet to now, this is the problem I've always had since 2000, the internet boom. This is why I'm very cautious of information. Is because you don't like I'm always cautious on who's behind the information, who's delivering the information. Because see, here's what's going on. Depending on what side you're on and who you're listening to and where you're getting your information from, that to me is the deadliest part because this country right now is so divided. This is supposed to be the United States of America, right? You just made a profound statement that proves what I always say about the division of this country. There's such a line right now drawn down this country because where are the analytics that in 1 month, any of that, what you just said, is even factual?
Well, it looks like his camera broke up. We're gonna get him back on right now.
Community.
All right, there he
We don't,
goes.
or we lost
So
each other.
I wanted to interject real quick.
Where's this thing go?
So when Obama became president, I remember I was in New York City. I was working on Wall Street. I was a junior stockbroker. I was a connector for them. I was getting investors coming in the door, anywhere from regular $10,000 guys all the way to royalty from different countries. Here's what I remember though. Obama, he came in and he gave AIG around $8 billion because they were scamming and doing a lot of weird shit. Okay. Trump came in here, and so far they saved the American people $55 billion.
We don't know that. You
No,
don't
but
have
what
no
I'm saying
analytics,
is this: why Obama couldn't do the same exact thing?
but
Why
we
he
don't
couldn't
know
loan
Trump.
people
But
money
you,
and then bail out AIG?
but we don't. But we have no proof. There. See, I'm all about proof because I come from a legal background, so I'm all about proof. There is no proof that he's done that in a month. There is no paperwork. See, this is what I'm talking about. Information, man. That's why information is so important. Nobody is talking about this since the internet. Back when I went to college, you had to go get a cue card in the library and go get a book and go get another cue card and go get a book. Today, all you have to do is type. You don't know where that information is coming from. That's the problem with the internet. Nobody has to go get a book. See, the problem with the internet is nobody knows for sure. There's no fact checking no more. That's the dangerous problem about information sharing. Nobody talks about that. We were talking about that in college back in the 90s, that this problem was going to happen. So we don't know what's true and what's not true. They can tell you that they done found 500 trillion dollars and it's coming back to your community tomorrow. We don't know if that's true or not. 9 times out of 10, it ain't true because we don't know, man. That's why I keep trying to tell everybody that what they're probably doing is I tell everybody go watch Ocean's 11, go watch Ocean's 12, go watch The Italian Job. Most likely, what they're doing is what Bush's regime did when they went to war. And behind the scenes, because you were all distracted about the war, Halliburton was robbing America blind.
That's what I was just gonna
Most
say.
like Most likely what they're doing is throwing everybody off and robbing America blind. That's most likely what they're doing because a number one, man, when can anybody prove to me? Because everybody keeps forgetting about this, man. This is what I talk about. Because again, I studied this in the 90s. I studied the apartheid. So it's hard to talk to me about Elon Musk because I studied the apartheid.
All right, so check
So
this out
I
then.
go back to Stephen. So hold on real quick. This is a point about the roots of the people that you're speaking about. You can't find any evidence besides racism where Elon's Musk tree comes from, right? The apartheid, anyone involved in the apartheid has never done anything for anybody outside of greed and selfishness. That's where Elon. See, you always got to go back to the basis, bro. You can never look at a lemon tree and just say, "Oh, that's some beautiful ass fruit." You don't see the roots of that damn tree. See, everybody has got to get caught off and I normally don't cuss on shows, but everybody's got to get off this bullshit and stop looking at this beautiful ass fruit they're putting on these damn TV shows. You got to look at the root, man. There's nothing good about where this man comes from. There's nothing good about apartheid, and that's where this man comes from. So
Well,
all I tell
here's
people is, what?
here's one thing that I read so far here, and which can credit what you're saying. It says Doge claimed it saved $8 billion in one contract, but it was actually 8 million, and that was from the New York Times. I'm gonna go ahead and say that again, all right? Because I know you cut off, but it
Mhm.
says Doge claimed it saved $8 billion in one contract. It was actually 8 million. Now, this was by the New York Times that said this. So, I really don't trust the New York Times like that. I don't really trust the Wall Street Journal like that. I don't trust a lot of news stations like that. Because you're right. You don't know who's real. It looks like Fox versus CNN all day long. It looks like CNN wants to be down with the liberals while Fox wants to be down with the far right. To me, it just sounds like maybe both of them are owned by one person. Let's just keep it
Hmm.
real.
Yeah,
Let's just
yeah.
keep it real. Ted Turner.
Hmm.
Let's not forget Ted Turner.
Yeah, Ted Turner. Exactly. Yep, that's true. Gotta study the source. Consider the source. Is all I'm saying. Consider the source.
Shout out to Ted Turner though. He was
Hmm.
a media conglomerate in one man, but
Conglomerate. Yeah, yeah.
but he owned
Facts.
a lot of the stations that
Yeah,
looked like
facts.
he was beefing with each other. That's all I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah.
So you know,
Exactly.
I don't trust any
Exactly.
news, and I'm
Facts.
always weary of every news. I'm only gonna like when I get on this podcast, I'm gonna tell you exactly who said what and what. So, like for instance, the last people who said that Doge reported that they found 4.7 trillion in payments that were left blank and making them traceably almost impossible.
Hmm.
Newsweek said that. And I don't really trust Newsweek like that neither. Because I bet Newsweek and Time and all of them, they're all owned by one person. So I definitely understand what you're saying. I'm just here to let y'all know who said what and when they said it and exactly when they had it. And that's it. And it's up to my guests to come on here and talk about exactly how they feel about the situation. So yeah, Jay's definitely right. It's hard to do your own due diligence nowadays because everybody's just on the computer and typing and reading headlines. Nobody's reading the full story.
Hmm.
A lot of people are not. And that's bad. That's not good to
Hmm.
just read headlines, people. We need
Hmm.
to evolve from that. We need to evolve as a people to start wanting more information, not just the headline. It's the more information part that's very important. And it's getting information from sources that don't like Elon Musk and like Elon Musk so that you could form your own opinion.
Right.
And yeah,
You get
we
both
see that
sides.
Elon Musk is from South Africa, supposedly they said, right? And I still to
Hmm.
this day don't understand why there are Caucasian people in South Africa, but that's okay. It happened. I can't say anything about the situation, but I think that's going to be a big deal one day. I think it's going to be a big deal one day. I think it's going to be a worldwide big deal one day that's happened over there. But shout out to South Africa. I love my
Mm.
peoples over there. They definitely are very nice. But it's just weird that happened. I can't lie and say that that's not weird. Just like the whole coming to
Mm.
America is weird. Everything in history we can't change it at all. We
Right.
can't change nothing that
Right.
happened. But one thing we could do is
Hmm.
prevent it from happening again. And
Yeah.
I just think that a lot's going on every day, and and
Man.
right now we just found out from the New York Times, if they're even credible, that Doge has been lying, saying that they saved 8 billion in one contract, but it was really 8 million. And it's just things like that you guys got to really start paying attention to. And why does this matter? Because if they're saving all of this money, then they need to start funding the startup companies, the small businesses, the communities, these nonprofits. They need to start funding in everybody, start funding everybody with that money. Because if it's just being wasted over here, then it could be utilized over here much better. I would like to see
Yeah.
brand new buildings and brand new streets and brand new vegetation and brand new businesses, you know, things like that, parks and recreational centers and colleges, things that matter. You know, you got eight almost $1 trillion in our defense, but we still don't have an Iron Dome. It's just weird things like that, you know.
Right.
So
It's very, it's very weird, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you know, I pray for this country, man. Sometimes I feel like I'm praying in vain. Yeah, but yeah, it's just very weird what you see happening every day. You know, it's like every day you wake up. I got the same uneasiness, man, that I have because no president in my lifetime has ever been perfect, right? But even during the Bush era, I remember that era. I remember Daddy Bush, Baby Bush. Um, I've never woken up, man, feeling the way I feel since Trump's been in office the first time and now 45 and now 47. It's just a weird. Every day it's something. I don't even like watching the news. I've just been listening to black radio every day. I don't even watch the news anymore. I only watch the news to hear the weather. I tap in a little bit to CNN because I'm still involved in commentary. I do a lot of shows, but I'm so into what my people are doing. You know what I'm saying? Entertainment. I'm funding. You know what I'm saying? I'm so back into. One thing I'm great about this, man, and I'm happy is it's really forcing my community. A lot of us, I'm not really worried about the ones who aren't waking up finally. It's kind of like Huey P. Newton said back in the 70s. You're either part of the solution or you're part of the problem. So I've been on this path since I stopped gang banging, since I realized how that was part of the bamboozlement in the 60s for us after they killed all the Panthers. So they killed all our leaders because the Panthers never died, but they got rid of all of our leadership. The Huey P. Newtons, the Eldridge Cleavers, they got rid of all our leadership base. So we went crazy. Then we started a community revolution in progress, which was cripping. So it had nothing to do with gang banging, which is today. So once that went crazy and they put drugs in our community with the CIA and all that crazy crap. So once I came out of that and found out how we were bamboozled, um, I've been on this revolutionary path since the 90s. And it's like now that I realize that, the real racist, because I got white friends, I got, what I'm saying, I got Jewish friends, but then I also realize the real racists are rising up. And I'm glad they're rising up because they're exposing themselves. So I'm just hoping that what I've been saying for 28 years, invest in your own property, invest in your own businesses, invest in your own credit. If you have a job, use your W 2 as your first investor. Take your W 2, and put it into a business. And if you don't know how to do that, call me. I've been doing that since the 90s, right? So all I'm hoping, I got my first DBA when I was 22 years old. That was 1997. So it's 2 to 25. So how long if I ain't saying I'm Nostradamus, but I've been doing this for a long time. So all I'm saying is I hope black folks realize that there's a lot of white people in this country that love us, and there's a whole lot that don't fuck with us. So I'm just hoping that with the real racists popping up, say good morning, Jeremiah. I'm just hoping that the real racists that
morning.
are popping up, that it will make you guys really realize the ones who don't funk with us, you know, it will really.
Okay, it looks like he might have cut off a little bit right there, but I just want to let everybody know that you could go ahead and visit gku.shop. That's JIKU.shop. Go check that out. Let me know if you like the site. It took me a lot of time to build it. Anyway, you're going to love it. I just want to let y'all know that this show today was brought to you by West Coast Heavies. That's West Coast Heavies. You already know how to spell West Coast and Heavies. I don't got to teach you guys how to spell now, right? If I do, then I think you guys got to find another show. But anyway, he's back on. So
Hello?
another word, right? Another thing I
Yeah.
wanted to bring up. If you wanted to finish what you were saying, you can go ahead and finish what you were saying. But I wanted to bring up some news that's been going on.
Okay, what's
Um,
been going on? Talk to me.
it just looks like hip hop is like that really took over the United States. I mean, there's really no other genre that's doing what hip hop is doing as far as numbers wise goes. And hip hop just seems to be a lot involved and embedded now in American culture. I don't know if anybody notices that. Rock couldn't really do that the way, hip hop did it. It just seems like hip hop is just everywhere, and it's just like in your face. Super Bowl wise, it's just in your face. And shout out to LA. Y'all really been taking over that Super Bowl, man. Um, but what I see now, you still with me? Looks like he's getting cut off again. All right, let's bring him back.
Mhm.
It just seems like 50 Cent
Mhm.
is making people like pledge allegiance to him. You notice that?
I, I don't really know what 50 is doing. I respect his pedigree, so I won't say pledge allegiance. Because I really don't understand what he's doing now. I respect the genesis, everything Fifth has done. Um, I don't know if it's pledge allegiance, bro, but 50 just got a different way of. I mean, you got to realize, bro, 50 is a boss. And he earned his way, shot his way, got shot. I mean, 50 went through some shit to get to where he's at, bro. He got shot, damn near died to get there. And I tell everybody, until you've had some money, money creates power. I've had both. You don't know what you'll do with it. So, like I tell everybody, don't judge him because you've never had his money or his power. Money, all I do is I pray for the brother because I respect him because he's part of my bloodline. So I can't say nothing against Fifth because fucks with Dre. He signed the M. So I fuck with 50. 50 got
I'll bring him back in. His it looks like he just keeps on freezing a lot. But listen, even if the guy keeps freezing, we're gonna get him back on here. It doesn't matter. I think he's like Sub Zero. He keeps freezing.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on because I got all my bars over here. That's crazy. I'm on my Wi-Fi, but no, but I like that. I like that commentary because I've I've heard that, man. How people feel like 50 demands to kiss the ring, but I don't feel like that, man. I just feel like any street dude. I say the same thing about K Dot, right? It's a little bit different than 50 because 50 sold drugs and gangbangs. 50 thugs his way through. Um, but he came from the bottom. He didn't come from no, middle class family. He came from the bottom. He got money and power now. So I don't consider it kissing the ring, but I've had money and power, and I'm a boss right now. I don't demand people kiss the ring, but I'm a boss. And when you do things that I don't like, and I got a platform, I don't blast people. I
Yeah.
be feeling like I want to blast people, but
Nah.
50 blast your ass.
Yeah.
50 will blast you.
Yeah. I'll
You
call
know,
somebody up privately, like, hey, we still
yeah.
good? Or nah,
But
like, cause
yeah,
I just respect people, and you just don't know. Yeah, you think he a chump, but now he gonna show you why he ain't a chump. And then
right.
that's where it could get real. Because
Yeah,
you don't know what
because you
people
don't
really
know.
capable of. Mental health is
That's
serious. You know,
serious, bro.
mental health is serious. Somebody could be really like, let's just say paranoid schizophrenic and you never knew
Right.
it, but now you over here threatening him, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody could be a
That's what
psychopath.
I would.
Now you over here
Yeah.
threatening him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And like I think BMF, a lot of them might, a lot of those is gangsters and real gangsters, not rappers. They were real gangsters and they're a lot, gangsterism is sociopathic, psychopathic. These people don't care. Gangsters, they don't care about life. They don't care what it took that your mama raised you and your daddy
Mhm.
raised you and your people love you. They don't care about that. They'll take your life. And 50 playing with those kind of people. These are not rappers, 50 Cent. These are not rappers, 50 Cent. You know what I
But
mean?
here's a
So
dude, bro. Here's a dude that walked out on stage, bro, with a bulletproof vest on. Pretty sure 50 is very aware of that, bro. Like, I wish he wouldn't do it because he got so much. See, my whole thing that I tell dudes is, man, and it's hard to stay humble like that, bro. I've been at that crossroads many times. I'm at it sometimes now. All wars ain't worth going to, bro.
No,
You know what
no.
I'm saying? I mean, you got all wars ain't worth it, bro. You going to wars with dudes that don't even. It's not worth it.
No,
You
it's
you
something.
you flying transcontinental in jets. It's
It's
not worth it,
different, man. You're
homie.
a celebrity. You're an
Yeah, it's
international
different, bro.
icon.
Yeah,
You're
it's
like
just
Elvis
different.
Presley of this time. Elvis Presley wasn't messing with the Italian gangsters in his time. He wasn't saying nothing to the Italian gangsters in his time. Nothing. He was staying quiet. They told Elvis Presley move around. I'm sure Elvis Presley moved around. You know what I mean? So Frank Sinatra, he wasn't playing with them. You know, none of these other icons was playing with real gangsters, and that's scary. You know, like I've been around real gangsters before. I've seen the way they look and the way they talk and they act, and I could tell you something, man. Some scary people. So, hey, God bless 50 Cent. This show is brought to you by GQ.shop. That's JIKU.shop. Also, go check out West Coast Heavies. 50 Cent, stop playing around with these gangsters. Elon Musk, stop doing all that weird Nazi stuff. But this is all we got for you. Please go share this with your baby mama. Also, go share
Yeah,
this with your ex girlfriend and go share this with your wives. All of that. You know what I'm saying? With the little
all of that.
sneaky link. Yeah, your sister, all of that.